Welcome to the LANGuardian Dashboards Introduction. My name is Darragh Delaney and I'm Head of Technical Services here at Netfort Technologies. So why multi-dashboards? Well, dashboards allow you to logically group together reports and trends all into one screen. So for example, you may have a WAN analysis dashboard or proxy traffic analysis dashboard. You can create network views for organizational groups. So if you have a security team, a help desk or a network team, you can create a dashboard for those groups. You can also have a compliance view. So if you want to look at things like PCI or SOX, you can create a dashboard which focuses on these requirements. And the speed of reports. So the dashboards are updated in the background and they're always available for viewing. So when you load up a dashboard, the reports are ready to be viewed. You don't need to run them, you don't need to wait for them. A couple of things you need to do before you start creating dashboards. Just check the version of LANGuardian you have. You must be running version 6.5 or higher. Now to check this, if you log onto your system and check on the System Administration Upgrade, that option is available in the left-hand navigation bar at the bottom. If you're not running version 6.5 and there's no option to upgrade available, please contact support@netforttechnologies.com. You must have administrative access to create dashboards. So if you log on to the LANGuardian using a user account, you must get administrative rights to create dashboards. So speak to whoever's responsible for the LANGuardian and either get administrative access or go to them with your requirements. Just review your network diagram before you start and be familiar with things like the LANGuardian sensor placement. Now typically the LANGuardian sensors are plugged into the core switches or the monitoring firewall or internet connections, and you may also have NetFlow or SFlow enabled. So just be familiar with where the information is being gathered. Also be familiar with your network address ranges, especially associated with your core network. Now some of you may just have a single Class C address like 192.168.127.0/24, and others of you may have a large Class B address range divided up in your organization. So just be familiar with the address ranges in use. Also with VLANs, do you have a single VLAN and do you have service clients and separate VLANs? So just be familiar with where the clients are, where the servers are. Also with remote sites, just get the network address ranges for these remote sites. In an upcoming video, we're going to show you how you can create a dashboard to monitor these remote sites. So just have that information available to you when you're creating the dashboards. Okay, well we're going to now take a look at creating a traffic and bandwidth analysis dashboard. We are now looking at a LANGuardian which has been configured with multiple dashboards. The dashboard option is more prominent now in the left-hand menu. You may also notice I now have an Add, Edit, Save option at the top. Now my Add option is missing because I've got the maximum number of dashboards configured. To navigate between the dashboards is just a matter of clicking on the tab associated with the dashboard, and that dashboard will then load up. Within each dashboard, the reports and trends are called elements, and you can move elements around by just clicking on them and dropping them into the position that you want. Once you make your changes, it's just a matter of saving that. To add additional elements to a dashboard, you just click on the Edit option here. And the screen here is broken into two sections. We've got our selections of elements. We've got trends, reports, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous has got things like your service inspector. And on the right hand side here, we've got the columns where you can drop elements into. So you also have the option to add additional columns. So if you use widescreens, 3 columns is usually a good fit for widescreens, where if you use the older 4:3 type screens, two columns work quite well. I've got 2 columns defined here in my traffic and bandwidth dashboard. So to add extra elements to this, it's just a matter of grabbing a trend or report and dropping it in place onto the dashboard. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new report to my traffic dashboard. So I'm just going to scroll down here. I'm going to pick this top clients report. I'm going to drop that onto the dashboard. And I'm going to rearrange things. I'm just going to put the traffic distribution to the top there. So once I'm happy with my layout, I just save that. So now here's my new top clients appearing on my traffic and bandwidth dashboard. Historically, within the LANGuardian, the reports on the dashboard were configured to look at the last hour of activity. Now you can change that. Again, you go to the Edit option. And within the dashboard, you double click on the element here. So for example, top clients, I want to look at the last 4-hour activity for top clients. And I just OK that and I save that option then. So now within my dashboard, the top clients is now looking at the last 4 hours. Sometimes when you make a change, you will have in progress here. So you add a new element or you change the default time period, you may have an in progress state. Now that's only occurs when you make a change to a dashboard or you add a new element. Approximately updates in about 5 minutes. And after that, then the dashboard will always display information. The updates will happen in the background. So if you add an element to a dashboard, you make a couple of changes and it says that it's in progress, you'd be looking at that for approximately 5 minutes, but it's only after you make a change. One of the other new features we've added to the dashboards is the fact that you can assign dashboards to particular users. So here I've got a security dashboard. Now this dashboard may contain a lot of sensitive information. So what we want to do is we want to assign this to a particular user. So to do that, we just go to System Administration, go to Add Edit Users. I'm going to create a new user here. I'm going to call this user Fred. And I'm going to give a password. Just remember, passwords, it's a minimum of 8 characters. So we've created a new dashboard, or sorry, a new user. So now we're going to give this user Fred access to a dashboard. So we just click on the Edit option here on the dashboards. We're going to give Fred access to the security team dashboard, and we save that change. So that's been done. So now when user Fred logs on, he won't have multi-dashboards. He will have access only to the security team dashboard, and that's the view he'll have when he logs on. So it just allows you to configure user accounts and associate them with particular views of your network. Now, some of our customers even use this to provide human resources department with a view into, a particular part of the data of network activity. Other customers also can create an operations user and give it access to a particular dashboard, and that can be displayed within operations or a help desk type environment. Within the dashboards, you also have the option to drill down on reports and trends. So for example, here we notice some unusual activity on our core network, and we can just click on the peak and we can drill down. So here we see that there's been a large amount of web traffic, and we can continue to drill down to get more information as to what happened. And that all can be, this drill down can come from any dashboard. So let's go back and look at a couple other things. So with a report, again, the option exists that you can click on the total and do further drill down. So here we see client access in yahoo.com to download some information and some other websites. Now we've also tested this dashboard feature on technologies like the iPhone, where it uses a touchscreen type approach to clicking and drilling down, and this works quite well with that as well. If you want to get, you can get a interface or a little screen for a monitor which allows for touchscreen type activities. So with the touchscreen, you can click on the totals or click on a peak, and you can drill down that way as well. So again, within an operations area where you may not have a keyboard or mouse around, you can have a touchscreen type drill down. So if somebody sees something unusual, they can just touch on the screen and get drill down information as to what's happening on the network. Over the next couple of videos, I'm going to be showing you how you can set up multiple dashboards to look like this: traffic and bandwidth, green view, as I said, looking like things like the least used servers on the network, a security view of the network, PCI compliance view, users view of the network, which is very much all usernames in here and departments. Here we could say users and departments in here, and then SOX compliant dashboard. These videos will be published on our channel, so please take some time out to view those. Okay, well, thanks for watching this video.